Yo, what's good? It's 216 Scano from the Gutter News. It was a story that caught my eye recently. A Euclid, Ohio mother who lost three sons in the course of 4 years on Cleveland's east side. And Martell Thompson, all shot on Cleveland's Upper East Side, mostly around the St. Clair area. Uh, Now, police say they have no leads. The streets always talk. You know, Allegedly, this dude was tied into some things. I'm not gonna come on here and smear these dudes because I don't know the backdrop on this entire story. But I do find it, very odd that all three of them get murdered in the span of 4 years. Now, let me say condolences to the family, before I even start speaking on this, but that's very odd. So, one or two things in my mind occurred with this situation. After the first brother was killed, uh, the other two was on some get back. When they was moving around, they was, putting pressure, in the streets. And, the retaliation went back and forth until eventually, all three of them were dead. You know, in my mind, that's probably the most likely scenario, but it could always be that, all three of them had gang ties, gang affiliation. You know what I'm saying? And it's all type of different beefs and wars going on in Cleveland and in Ohio in general. It's like gang territory, pretty much most of Ohio. Even the smaller cities like Toledo, Akron, Youngstown, even little Ashtabula that you probably never heard of. It goes down. But that's no cap. That's not to try to jap up Ohio. It just is what it is. It's not something I'm proud of. But yeah, in Cleveland, like I said, is you know, man, you got so many different gangs and cliques in every neighborhood, every block in Cleveland. It could be several different wars going on in one block. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Cleveland is so dangerous. And it's a small city. So, you bumping into issues. If you got issues in the streets, it really, unlike bigger cities like Chicago, New York, you know, Cali, woo woo, Cleveland is not it. You know what I'm saying? The east side is only, what I'm saying, so big. So you got all this conflict and all this shit going on, in this small, parameter. So yeah, niggas is going down. People gonna catch their issue um, quickly. But in this situation, like I said, purely speculation. Uh, I do believe they knew the killers, the other two brothers, surviving brothers. Like I said, the first brother was murdered in 2017. Uh, so I think in this case they knew who the killers were, and they was going back and forth with it, and I think eventually, till they all were dead. So, like I said, man, these stories unfortunately in Cleveland are not rare. Um, I know of other cases where brothers, and cousins, have been caught up in back and forths, you know, on the get back game, and mothers be left with no sons. But that's how it is in these Ohio streets. 216 Scano, standing on it.